Alrighty, good afternoon or morning. It's actually 9:30 in the morning, so yeah. Where am I going? Oh, gotta turn off sticky keys. Bloody always forgetting to turn off sticky keys. If I double click there, yes, that brings it up. Always gotta turn off sticky keys. There we go. So, how do we go up again? Oh, that's right. Here, go up. Okay, so we're going to use the Mark 1-2 command module. I don't know why they put it like that. They should not be that much of a problem. So anyway, so we're going to do this. We're going to start using this for pretty much everything. Our rockets are going to cost a lot more, but maybe that is a problem actually, because I don't know if we're going to start making any money on these missions. But anyway, we're going to do the rescue mission. We're just going to do it, and we're going to see how it goes. And if we lose money, so the parachute's tiny now. Now we need the big one. Okay, so we're going to build this, and we're going to do the rescue mission that was, around Earth, around Kerbin, because I realize now that I wasn't actually missing anything that I needed to do it. I mean, the computer is definitely nice to have, but I probably could have done it without the computer, and the reason I messed up is because I forgot what I was doing. It kind of seems obvious now, but yeah. So we need coupling. That's a tiny coupler. That's the big coupler. You can actually do it here, or you can do it here. I just like to do it there because it looks a bit nicer. Fuel tanks. Give us a big fuel tank. Don't know if we strictly need a big fuel tank, but we're going to get one anyway. Engines. The Poodle is interplanetary sort of stuff. And we're also going to get some batteries. This is a tiny battery, don't want that. There's a bigger 1000K one that actually has, well, 1000 storage in it. And you could use that, and it's really, really awesome. So let's get that. Let's get some solar panels. Don't need a lot of solar panels here. Just going to get 4 so that no matter which direction we're turning, we get some regen. And that should be enough. This guy, I believe, has wheel authority, reaction wheels, all that sort of stuff. So we can use this for turning, which would be beautiful. And that's going to be our in-space bit. Stack. I'm always using the wrong bloody stack decouplers. So then we can go and we can start using the big fuel tanks. We haven't got access to the big orange fuel tanks yet, but oh, I forgot, I'm not actually using my wrist braces at the moment. That's probably a problem. Need to be using those wrist braces because otherwise I get the tendonitis back. And I'm just so excited about playing Kerbal Space Program again that I just forgot. Now, so far this rocket has cost 17 grand, but most of the cost is tending to be in the thing. So, skipper, we have to use a skipper, we don't have a mainsail yet, so that's what we're going to be using. So the swivel is too small now, way too small. Okay. Now, to get this off the ground, we're going to need some heavy duty stuff. I'm going to watch it, because once we get above 50 or 60 grand, we start to get to the point where the mission doesn't pay for itself anymore. But I think we'll have to go over that limit. I think we'll just have to. So, and we could do some asparagus staging here actually. I think we should be able to. Let's get some structural things. Make sure that these don't fall off or wobble. Wobbling is more what I'm worried about. You do not want these guys to be wobbling. I used to do these destructor things, these decouplers, pretty much everywhere. And actually, let's put some more fuel tanks on top. And aerodynamics. That's a small nose cone. We want the big nose cone. And we'll get some more structural stuff hook that up to the main bit. Now, we could get really, really, really fancy here if we wanted to. And you know what? It's good for fuel efficiency, so I think I'm going to do that. Let's see. Let's get some fuel tanks. So what we do is feed this in there. So what that'll mean is the fuel goes from this direction into this direction. And because there's no realistic fuel dynamics in the base Kerbal Space program, it'll just shoot that stuff in as fast as it can. And that means that if we run all of the engines, these guys will not only be powering these engines, they'll be continuously flowing fuel in here. Now, let's have a look here. I'm actually going to get rid of these. I'm going to do it for only 2. Can I change that? It doesn't seem to want to do this. It doesn't seem to want to work. So as soon as I mouse over that, it goes up to 4. I know there's a way to get around this. I can't for the life of me think about what it is. Because what we want to do is we're going to have 2 going into the middle, and then the next model going into this one, and then we can do asparagus staging. Lock. Damn it, it always sets it to 4. I can't for the life of me remember how to fix that. Ah, there's got to be some way of doing it. No, that's not it. Toggle, it's not toggle snap, is it? Whoa, that's not what I meant to do. What we need to do, maybe if we set it to single. Yeah, if we set it to single, then it doesn't do that anymore. Okay, so then what we do is we do this, and we do a single here, and then what we do is we move from this guy to this guy, and we move from this guy to this guy. And what we're going to do is we drag it like that, and then we add a second section, and we're going to knock this tank off first. So which... how do we separate these again? Oh, I'm missing so many things. There's got to be some button. I can't remember what it is though. Some sort of degrouping. I honestly can't remember what it is. I need to go to Google KSP degroup things. Decouplers. Degroup decouplers. Staging. Oh, I see. You press Control. That's right. So you hold down Control and deselect the ones you don't want. So we don't want that one. And we don't want that one. We need to plus this. So these guys go down here. So what happens is we'll deselect these guys first. Drop them off. You need to go down there. So we power all of them at the same time. So we drop these guys off. And hopefully these 3 tanks will all be full. And then we drop these 2 off, and the middle tank will still be full. And then we should be good. Okay, now do we need boosters on top of this? This is 88 grand already, which I feel like is more. Is too much more. Too much for what we need to do. So I'm just going to leave it as we go. But yes, this is very exciting to have actual asparagus staging going on. Now we need a crew who knows what they're doing. So we're going to save 2 people. So, Valentina Kerbin. So you got all that extra stuff by flying around Minmus, fly by the moon. So, Valentina, you're not going to be doing anything interesting. That'll give you XP, so we're not going to send you. Okay. And build. Let's just get some of these guys. So that the damn thing doesn't fall over, and put those at the same time we do the rocket. Okay. 100 is too heavy? Okay, let's leave. Save and continue. Overwrite. How much money have we got? 324k. 282k. Alright. Oh god. Hopefully we got enough money to actually launch this rocket. Can't afford to launch this rocket. Okay. Wonder if is there any way to easily get money? There is, of course, easy ways to get money. Mission control. Explore Kerbin. Don't want to do that. Rescue. Lashel. Orbital surveys of Minmus. Yeah, okay. Let's do that. There we go. We just got an advance. Excellent. Now, let's launch the damn rocket. They both seem to be the same thing. We don't want to send any of these guys up. We just want to launch it like this. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to save. Because just in case something crazy happens or we run out of money. Untitled. Yes, send Jebediah up there. We're finally going to rescue those idiots around Kerbin. Who've been sitting there for so long, it's not even funny. And now, so the idea is, you click this, and when you're targeting something, it actually changes your target, and it also changes your prograde and retrograde angles. So what you do is you go retrograde to the target speed, the target direction you go, and you actually slow down in relation to the target and change your target velocity to 0, which basically automatically puts you on the same orbit that your target's on, just with you're out of whack a little bit. And I knew that I knew how to do that, but I didn't do that, and I just forgot because I haven't played this game in so long. And that's why I couldn't do the rescue last time, because I absolutely knew how to do that. It was in my memory somewhere, but I just forgot. So what we're going to do here is okay, this is not good. This is not good. Alright. Revert flight to vehicle assembly. That's not good. So these engines are too crappy and we've put too much fuel on them. Go away. Aerodynamics. Protective nose cones. Alright. Let's try launching that instead. A little bit less weight. Okay. Z. There we... Oh, crap. No. Revert. Revert to vehicle assembly. That was going to be a disaster. I forgot these guys. XX. They look very, very small on this very, very big rocket, but they'll have to do. And hopefully they didn't add enough weight. So look, we still just got Jebediah, SAS, Z, 4. Okay. Are we already leaning? It's hard to tell. I feel like we're just stabilizing. I don't think we're leaning yet. But you can see this yellow circle a little bit off. Leaning a little bit. That's alright. I can't think why we're leaning unless it's because of this little flight controller thing up there. So we got to get up to about 300 meters per second, and then we slow down until we reach 10,000 meters. So you can see this guy full, this guy emptying, this guy full. So our staging, our asparagus staging, is working beautifully. Don't look at these things; they are lying to you. Come on, 300 meters per second. We will keep an eye on this guy though. These guys, we'll manually keep an eye on them to see how they look, and when they run out, well, the engines will deactivate when they run out because the fuel lines only go in one direction. There we go. Excellent. Now we should probably start leaning a little bit. And the important thing is this fuel tank is going to be absolutely 100% full when we disable these guys, when we chuck them away. So that is going to be amazing. Now this rocket is taking so much stuff to get into orbit. Just so much. Oh well, these are going to run for quite some time. Look at the amount of fuel they got. And this is powering the middle engine as well. So these engines are not very good. We really need the mainsail, but they're a lot more fuel efficient than the mainsail. So they do get us a lot of shoot time, a lot of go time, I guess is what I'm saying. So there we go. How are you doing for fuel? Still halfway done. We're going at 34. No, spinning the wrong way. I always forget which way they need to spin. Okay, go up. There we go. Geez, this thing likes to roll. Loves to roll. I'm trying to get it to go left without rolling it too badly, but it loves rolling. Come on, you little bastard. Stop. It's rolling all over the place. It's just... Look, I'm not touching the controls at all at the moment. And you look at the ball and it's rolling back and forward. It's just roll, 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 roll. It is not stable at all. You gotta think it's because of these rockets. Okay. So... Now... Let's go and... go straight down... chew away some of our time to apoapsis in order to increase our periapsis is really not going up all that fast. That's a scary thought. Oh, maybe we're too far away. I don't feel like we're too far away. Maybe this rocket's just not powerful enough. Maybe the rocket to size is just not powerful enough. Okay, well, we're going to keep that going full speed. So if we add a maneuver here. Okay, so we added a maneuver. Burn time is 1:40, and we're 40 seconds away from that node. That's not really good, because that means we're going to spend a minute on the far side of our apoapsis, which is bad. Which is bad, because that's potentially a fail to achieve orbit there. We can't go any faster though, and I'm not going to dump this section, because even though this guy would have a better chance of getting into orbit, we would only have 1 tank of fuel, and whereas right now we've got 3 tanks of fuel. So it's kind of a case of, it may have been better to lose one of these tanks of fuel, because then we would have been more efficient, even though we would have had less fuel, because it's a case of the time. Like, it doesn't matter that we've got this much fuel, it's the time that we actually take to get into orbit, which is killing us at the moment. Although I feel like we'll make it. We'll make it. We still haven't reached apoapsis yet. We're still pushing our apoapsis out in front of us. So that's fine then. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. I feel like I don't need this anymore. You are fine. We're gonna get into orbit, and we've sort of, because we've been going on the left side into this blue section, we've been pushing our apoapsis away from us. And that's a bit of a waste of fuel, but it does mean that it gives us more time to get into orbit. And as we've said, we've got enough fuel to waste here. Okay, done. 60. Now, are those stupid astronauts still? Select as target. Not going to hit that guy anytime soon. Select as target. A little bit closer to this guy, actually. So, yeah, maybe that's doable. So what we're going to do is we're going to warp to our periapsis, and then we're going to give ourselves a bit more time to do the catch up. So we're going to push our apoapsis out to about, I don't know, 100, something like that. little bit cognizant of fuel needs here, I guess. So now, luckily for us, see, we're turning, but we're still we're using electric charge, but this electric charge should regenerate itself once we stop turning, once we stop using it, because we've got these magical solar panels. Jebdals. Is that the guy we're trying to rescue? Jebdal. Come on. Come on, Jebediah. I know you haven't got much rotating power, but still, you know, try and get that thing turned around a little bit faster, please. Okay. So, let's push that out. Of course, this is going to regenerate really, really fast now because we got the engine turned on. So, let's push it out to 120. Alright. Now, let's have a look here. So he's in front of us. And is he in front of us? Which direction are we heading? Okay, so we're going in this direction, and he's in front of us, which means we're actually going to be moving away from him. We're going to be moving towards this guy. So, because obviously we're taking longer, so when we get here, this guy will be about there. So we can't zoom any faster here, unfortunately. So what I might do, because this may take a few minutes to line up with this guy, is just pause the video here, and then I'll come back when we're close to getting an intercept with this guy. I could push my orbit out even further, but it's just a waste of fuel. So I'll be back in... Alrighty, we are back, and we are really doing a good job. I couldn't be bothered waiting at 50 times speed, so I went out to the space center, the tracking station, sorry. And once you're in the tracking station, you can go at infinite speed. You can just zoom it as fast as you want. And I zoomed it around, I went around like 10 more times. I was at 1200 distance, 1200 kilometers, and I went down like 70 kilometers per rotation. So yeah, it was like 15 rotations. But anyway, we are good now. Look at the next intersects we got. 8.8 over there, 13.6 over here. So I'm feeling a lot more confident, and yeah, because we can click this and we can say target, and then we can turn around our target velocity, and hopefully relative speed 49.6 meters per second. So that is good. So what we're going to do is we're going to warp to there, and then we should be able to get an intersect with our target. So you see right now I'm moving 300, but it's slowing down as we get closer and closer. Our relative velocity to the target is going to get less and less. Oh, we got to wait till the distance is there though. Our relative velocity was actually... Okay, so we want to go retrograde with regard to our target, and our target's velocity is 47.5. Our distance to the target is, where is our distance? 9, so it's going down. So first of all, we're going to get to the retrograde vector, and we're going to push a little bit to make sure that we're heading in the right direction, to actually reduce our speed. Yes, that gets reduced. So there we go. So we're going to wait till that goes down to the minimum, and I think the minimum was like 8.8. So right when it gets to 9, we're going to start going full speed, reducing our target velocity. Alrighty. Full speed, 30, 21. A little bit more. So... There we go, that's close enough. So now you can see we've just changed our orbit so that we are... Ooh, if we go around again, we'll go back to 3.5, and this one is 20... Whatever, we don't care about that. So, now, what we need to do is we need to go around to the actual target. And we need to, since our velocity with relation to the target is so small, is getting bigger. slowly getting bigger, but that's just the way things work. So now we actually point at the target, and I don't like getting rid of fuel if I don't need to. And this is going to be slow and it's going to be annoying, but so what we do here, oh god damn it, get over there, stupid, hate turning this thing, I hate 3 dimensions. So what we do here is we push this rocket so that we're pointing at the target, and then we reduce our distance. 20 meters per second, and then we go retrograde again. Now hopefully we can turn around. So we go prograde towards our targets, physically towards it, and then we go retrograde with regards to the target's velocity again, so that when we get close, we're at 23 meters per second, which is probably a little bit too low, but we can speed ourselves up, I guess. And then once we get within this distance, now we won't get right to it, we won't get right up against it at this point because of the Coriolis effect, where you're not going in a straight line, you're actually curving around the Earth, and that curve is going to knock us off a little bit. But you can see we were pointing towards it, and already we're at a massive angle relative to its target, and a lot of that is the Coriolis effect. So we're going to speed up. We're going to see how close we can get to this guy. I'm hoping to get within a few kilometers, but it may be harder than that. 6.5. Okay. This is really not good. This is like, we should. No, I think. No, it's still going down. The number is still going down. No, there it goes. Started going up. Let's reset that back to target. Reduce the target velocity to 0. And okay. Let's go back, and this time let's try and get really, really steady on that target. Let's try and get absolutely 100% on that target, because I think that's what let us off. Like, we went perfectly on the target before. So there we go. And that, of course, there's just a tiny amount of difference. I mean, if you imagine if you're aiming at a bullseye like a kilometer away, if you're even a single degree off, you're going to miss it by meters. So we really got to be absolutely. Okay. All right, that's 20. Let's turn retrograde again. And this time, hopefully, we should get a lot closer. There will still be some Coriolis effect, but hopefully we should be able to get it within like 1 kilometer or something like that. And then, I don't know. I'm feeling pretty comfortable about the amount of fuel. We could probably, you can see here, the difference between the retrograde towards the target and the actual change in the target, the actual direction. So this angle, that's all about the Coriolis effect. That's all about that. And that'll just keep getting wider and wider. So, and that's going to result 3, 2.5, 2.3, 2.2. It's slowing down at 2.2. There we go. It's gone up again. So this is just the slow-ass process we have to follow. 7, 6. All right, we're gonna use the trick. To sort of we get 2.3. We're moving away from it again. What pain in the ass. This is very, very, very painful. It should be a lot easier than this, to be honest. It really should. But then again, you try and aim for a lot closer, usually. 20. Alright. This should get us within 1 kilometer. I'm hoping. As you get closer, it tends to get more. Oh, of course, you stop rotating when you speed time up. We don't want to do that. So let's speed it up. Maybe I should have put a reaction wheel in here. Although our power is not regenerating. What is this complaining about? Rendezvous, have we? I remember doing that. We haven't actually... Oh, wait a sec. Can we go to this guy? Let's try and get closer. Target. Let's try and get closer and then let's kill our target and then we'll see if we can actually select this guy yet. Because once we're able to select it, then we can just EVA whoever's in this stupid scrap and send him over to this rocket. And that is that. Okay, now we can actually see 1,000. We're going to get within a kilometer. 8, 7, 6, 500 meters. Still counting down. That's 400 meters. It looks like they're going away from us, but they're not. Not quite. Oh, some sort of thing on my phone. Not a good time to be doing that. 300. Sorry about that. There we go. I think that's as close as we're going to get. It's still going down, but it's about to go off again. So let's shut down our target velocity. 0.4. Alright, now we zoom out. We go to focus, valuable scrap. 342. Alright, let's go out to the tracking station. Now, are we close enough? Yes, we are. We're close enough to actually do this. So there's our ship over there, 355 meters away. So you, valuable Kerman, go EVA, go in this direction. You are going to head towards your rescuing spaceship. Get a bit of velocity on there, not too much. There we go. There we go. So, whoa. What did I just do? I'm trying to rotate the camera, but it's not letting me. Oh, that's right. That's the thing for rotating the camera. Okay. We seem to not be going down enough. Okay. Let's start killing our forward velocity. Whoa, whoa. Kill our downwards velocity. Had a bit too much of that. This is one of the things where you need to start thinking about lights on your craft. Because if you're doing stuff like this on the dark side of the moon, then it becomes a bit of a pain. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, okay. Get your shit together, please. Okay, I think the thing's on the other side. Okay. Okay. There we go. Grab and board. Oh, can I not board? Maybe I need to be actually focused. Okay, let's go back to the... Huh. I could have sworn this would work out. Do I have to make this stupid flight again? Okay. I can't get inside this... Oh, okay. If I go up a bit, I can board. Well, that was dumb. Alright, so now we have successfully rescued Valuable Kerman. And I feel like I have made my point that I actually know how to rescue these little dumbasses. So we are going to end the video right here. And the rescue and tourist thing on Minmus, I'm probably just going to do off camera because To be honest, there's no other reason for me to go back to Minmus to these. I'm going to start to do some of these missions offline, just completely offline. So anyway, let's set that guy as the target, and I will go and rescue him, but I will see you guys later. Oh, that's right. When we save them, we actually get to keep them, so they have to work for us now. Sweet, sweet. They'll give us a bit more money as well. And what is Valuable Kerman anyway? What are you? You are a pilot. Great, just what we need, another pilot. Oh, I suppose we do need another pilot. Anyway, I will catch you guys later.